Yeah. Welcome to the police state. Where the badge got more power than the people. Helicopter circle nightly, spotlight on the block. Task force kicking doors like the whole hood hot. Cameras on the corners, every movement get tracked. Young black boys treated like suspects from the jump, that's fact. Stop and frisk politics, hands against the wall. One wrong move and another mother getting that call. They say serve and protect while they gripping the steel, but qualified immunity made the murder legal still. Private prisons overfilled, judges feeding the machine, while politicians sell fear on the late night screen. The rich commit fraud and skyscrapers untouched, but a kid with survival dreams get cuffed too much. Police state, every corner feel tense. Police state, living life behind a fence. Police state, they patrolling like war. Police state, who they really fighting for? So Intel Pro Ghost still breathe through the system. Different names, same game, same deadly rhythm. Undercover agendas, dressed as keeping peace. Meanwhile, bodies hit pavement and the grieving never cease. They flood the streets with dope and declare a war on crime. Give us long bids while the kingpins die. The bad see color, even when the law act blind. Justice moves slow when the victim look like mine. Media paint a savage, dangerous by design. So the jury fear the truth before the trial even shine. The hood militarized, armor trucks in the rain like Baghdad on the nightly news. Just a different name. It's the police state. And they hoping we stay afraid. It's the police state. And they hoping we stay afraid. Police state. In every corner feel tense. Police state. Living life behind a fence. Police state. They patrolling like war. Police state. Who they really fighting for? But the people ain't asleep. Now the phones record truth. Every siren, every killing, every lie uncouth. We organizing in the dark where the hope still breathe. Teaching young kings they got more than grief. No more blind faith in a system built crooked. We reading every hidden page. They hope stay shut in. From the block to the courthouse, the anger ignite. Turning pressure into movement, movement into might. Police state. Yeah, we finally see the plot, and once the people wake up, the fear they had is shot. Police state, every corner feel tense. Police state, living life behind a fence. Police state, they patrolling like war. Police state, who they really fighting for? And they hoping we stay afraid. And they hoping we stay afraid. Yeah. Revolutionary food for thought. Revolutionary food for thought. Revolutionary food for thought. Protect your temple. Corner store selling fried death beneath fluorescent lights. Sugar water in the coolers, liquor drowning restless nights. Every block got a smoker coughing pieces of his lung, while corporate boardrooms toast champagne over what they've done. Microwave poison wrapped in colorful ads. Turn survival into sickness for the mothers and dads. Kids raised on chemicals, artificial everything. Now attention span shattered before adulthood began. The hood became a marketplace for engineered decay. Fast meals, slow funerals, same cycle every day. They don't profit from wellness, they profit from disease. Prescription filled pockets while the poor can barely breathe.
Be healthy.
Protect your inner power.
Be healthy.
Every second, every hour.
Be healthy.
Free your body and your brain.
Be healthy.
Don't let the system drain. Water got lead in it, produce spray heavy. Stress on the chest got the whole block weary. Doctors write scripts quicker than they diagnose pain. Another pill bottle rattling like chains on the brain. Applies a fake life through every TV glow, while obesity and depression silently grow. Bodies breaking down before 40 hit the clock. Young kings moving sluggish while the spirits stay locked. But health is resistance in the world built corrupt. Push-ups in the morning while the sun come up. Herbal tea, clear lungs, discipline in the soul. This revolutionary living when they want us controlled.
Be healthy.
Revolutionary.
Be healthy.
Revolutionary.
Be healthy.
Revolutionary food for thought.
Be healthy.
Mind, body, spirit.
Be healthy.
Mind, body, spirit.
Be healthy.
Mind, body, spirit.
Be healthy. Be healthy.
So I walk with intention, every breath calculated, trying to heal generations that the system contaminated. Knowledge of self ain't complete without health in the frame. Can't fight revolution if your blood full of flames. Eat from the earth, stay sharp, move wise, read labels like contracts hidden in disguise. It's for the people still fighting through the stress and the greed. True wealth start within, that's what the warriors need. Be healthy, that's rebellion in itself. In a sick world, healing becomes a revolutionary wealth.
Revolutionary healthy. Revolutionary healthy. Revolutionary food for thought. Be healthy. Revolutionary healthy. Revolutionary healthy. Revolutionary food for thought. Temple.
Yeah. Real intimacy start in the mind. Word up. Yeah, mind sex, no need to undress to connect. Her intellect sharp enough to pierce through my chest. We built through dialogue, late night philosophies, Machiavelli dreams mixed with black star prophecies. She's speaking affirmations, healing wounds from the block, turning trauma into wisdom every time that we talk. No superficial energy, no temporary thrill. She feed my spirit strength when the world try to kill. Conversations over candles while the city stay violent. Two black minds building while the whole world silent. Her aura like jazz over premier type drums. Mind sex got me feeling where the revolution from. Mind sex
deeper than desire.
One more,
mind sex, intellect and fire.
Oh God,
mind sex, soul touch the soul.
yeah,
Mind sex, make the broken a whole.
yeah. She challenged every weakness, every flaw in my frame. Pushed me toward growth instead of feeding my ego and fame. We politic over tea while the radio lie. Build kingdoms in discussion while the weak chase highs. Her words like scriptures from the mothers before, teaching me the kind of love worth fighting the war for. No lust-driven illusions, no performative games. Just two spirits elevating through the struggle and pain. Brown skin brilliance with a revolutionary stare. Beauty plus intelligence rare in this atmosphere. When she speak, even chaos slow down and reflect. Mind sex got a king rebuild and self-respect. Mind sex, yeah.
Mind sex,
That mental elevation. It's for the lovers building deeper than flesh. The ones talking healing while the world stays stressed. Mind sex is the blueprint, foundation of trust. Where communication outweigh material lust. Two conscious souls trying to break every curse. Writing future generations in every verse. Mind sex, the highest form of affection alive. Real love in the darkness helping both survive. Mind
deeper than desire. Mind sex, intellect and fire. Mind sex, soul touch the soul. Mind sex, make the broken whole. Deeper than desire. Mind sex, intellect and fire. Mind sex, soul touch the soul. Mind sex, make the broken whole. I don't.
Yeah. This for the purists, for the real heads still digging in crates. The original. Yeah, the original. Yeah, the original. Come from a different cloth entirely. Raised with survival and art moves simultaneously. Before the label started packaging painful consumption. Before every fake hustler turned struggle into function.
I came from dusty basements, SP drums and train lines where every verse mattered and every bar took brain power. No gimmicks, no dances designed for the algorithm. Just razor blade rhymes cutting through the system. Industry cats traded truth for visibility. Now everybody marketable, nobody got identity. I spit for the corner kids, sketching dreams and notebooks for the DJ. Still judging MCs by how the hook sound. Is hip hop sacred, not a brand to exploit. The original, keeping boom bap alive in New York. The original, never watered down. The original, underground sound. The original, truth inside the art. The original, from the soul and heart. The original, never watered down. The original, underground sound. The original, truth inside the art. The original, from the soul and heart. The game got clone, carbon copy personalities. Everybody tough on our manufacturing realities. But I remember ciphers where respect had to be earned, where weak bars got silence and the room never turned. Now they chasing virality instead of longevity. Microwave fame with no lyrical integrity. I still study Rakim verses like religious text. Still hear premiere scratches every time I flex. No radio formula, controlling what I say. No boardroom executive dictating my lane. I represent the essence, raw drums and street poetry. The original, preserving hip-hop's legacy. The original, the original, the original, the original, the original, the original. So this for the backpackers, DJs and the crate diggers, underground prophets and the truth-speaking spitters. The culture survived because the real never folded. Even when the mainstream tried to dilute and control it, we still outside with the rawest expression, keeping the cipher alive through every generation. The original forever stamped in the grain. Real hip-hop lives long as the people maintain. The original, never watered down. The original, underground sound. The original, truth inside the art. The original, from the soul and heart. The original, never watered down. The original, underground sound. The original, truth inside the art. The original, from the soul and heart. The original, the original, the original, the original. Yeah. Everything changed the second the gun draw. No rewind on that moment. Wold up, 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 wold up. Yeah. When the gun draws, even the loudest block go mute. Street lights flicker while another mother lose fruit. Finger on the trigger, trembling under pressure and pride. One impulse a second, turn the whole future to side. I seen fear travel faster than the bullets release. Hearts racing while the crowd scatter quick from the scene. The metal don't care if you righteous or flawed. It answer every insecurity hiding in y'all. Young kings raised where survival looks synonymous with violence, where rage get rewarded and reflection moves silent. Every shell casing hit the pavement like a warning from fate. Another obituary printed before 28. And somewhere a child watching, absorbing the cycle, learning pain through the barrel of an American rifle. When the gun draws, silence fill the air. When the gun draws, death is standing there. When the gun draws, mothers crying rain. When the gun draws, nobody truly game. The gun draws fast and community starve for hope. Where trauma passed generation to generation through smoke. Politicians talk peace while they funding the war. Selling weapons overseas, then policing the poor. Little homies gripping chrome trying to feel respected, when what they really need is guidance and protection. Cops pull pistols quicker when the skin tone darker. Another body outlined underneath the street marker. And every funeral sermon sound painfully familiar. Gone too soon, echoing through packed interiors. The gun became religion for the hopeless and scarred. But every trigger pull leave another spirit shard. Everything free when the gun draws. When the gun draws. When the gun draws. When the gun draws. Everything free. So I fight write with the ink, let the truth become weapon. Trying to stop another young soul from meeting heaven, because revenge only multiply the cemetery count, while corporations profit every time the shots sound. Real revolution start when the cycle get broken, when men learn communication stronger than explosions. The gun draw death, but the mind can draw peace. And maybe one day the sirens finally cease. Until then we spit truth for the lost and misled, trying to save lives before another body drop dead. Drop dead, drop dead, drop dead.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody blaming the devil, but the devil got many faces. Everybody blame the devil.
The devil made me do it, at least that's what they claim. But the devil ain't horns and fire, the devil profit and fame. The devil wear tailored suits, speaking corporate slang, shake your hand with one arm while the other hold chains. He built liquor stores beside every broken school, taught us self-destruction and convinced us it was cool. The devil in the billboard selling poison and success, making trauma look glamorous while the neighborhood stressed. He whispered through television, hypnotized through the screen, turned human beings into consumers chasing dreams. Meanwhile, babies breathing smoke in abandoned apartments, and politicians debating whether poor lives important. The devil learned capitalism and perfected disguise. Now we monetize despair while the whole world dies.
The devil made me do it. That's the oldest lie. The devil, that's the oldest lie. The devil made me do it while the people die. While the people die. The devil made me do it.
But now the veil lifted. But now the veil lifted.
The devil made me do it.
System so twisted, twisted. Everybody bang them.
Devil in the banks, redlining black communities. The devil in the prisons, turning pain into opportunity. The devil in the classrooms, rewriting every truth, leaving kings disconnected from the roots of the youth. He flooded the block with crack and funded militarized raids. Now the same neighborhoods trapped in generational graves. The devil wear a badge and swear he keep the peace, but every siren sound feel like another heartbeat cease. He tell the poor to pray while the wealthy buy influence, convince us violence natural instead of engineered nuisance. And every time we fight each other, he applaud from above, because division been the weapon used to murder real love. And now we see.
But now we see. But now we see. But now we see. Now
the devil made me do it.
But now we see. But now we see. Everybody sleep. So this is superstition, the sociology in rhyme, breaking down oppression line by line through time. The devil only thrive when the people stay asleep, when we normalize corruption and accept defeat. But knowledge is a weapon sharper than any blade, and consciousness the light exposing every masquerade. No more blaming demons while ignoring the machine. The real evil, systematic, cold, calculated, unseen. The devil made me do it. Now we finally understand. The revolution start the second people take a stand.
Now the devil made me do it.
But now we see. But now we see. That's the oldest lie.
The devil made me do it
while the people die. While the people die.
The devil made me do it.
But now the veil lifted. But now the veil lifted.
The devil made me do it.
System so twisted. Everybody blaming the devil. Everybody blaming the devil. Everybody blaming the devil. Everybody blaming the devil.
Yeah. Big corporations eat small businesses. Governments eat taxpayers. And the people, we stuck in the food chain. Fat cats, bigger fish. Yo, Fat cats puff cigars and skyscraper offices, while the working poor surviving off impossible lives and shifts. Bigger fish swallowing neighborhoods, hope for development, turning family blocks into luxury experiments. They call it urban renewal, we call it displacement. Grandma can't afford the rent where she raised kids. The rich by politicians like stocks in the market. Every law passed tailored for profit margins. Meanwhile the hood stay flooded with predatory loans. Young brothers catching biz before owning homes. They monetize hunger, addiction, fear, and despair, then blame the victims for breathing polluted air. The fat cats so champagne while the shelters overflow. That's capitalism raw underneath the glow. Fat cats feeding off the weak. Bigger fish swallowing the streets. Fat cats counting every dollar. Bigger fish while the poor man suffer. Bigger fish buying block before the people even know. Then the rent jump double and the corner stores go. Soul food spots replaced by organic cafes. History erased slowly in the capitalist wave. The same cats preaching hard work from gated estates. Never had eviction notices stuck on their gate every recession. Just another chance for them to feast. Another opportunity to tighten the leash. Wall Street gamblers crash economies for sport. Then taxpayers bail them out while the school stays short. In every election funded by corporate influence. So the cycle continued through manufactured nuisance. Fat cats never struggle, just strategize greed. While the poor fight wars over survival and need. Fat cats, bigger fish, big swallow in the street. Fat cat, bigger fish, bigger fish. But the people waking up to the structure and scam, seeing poverty systemic instead of personal failure. Damn, we organizing locally, building ownership again, trying to circulate wealth back among the common men. Community gardens where abandoned lots stood, black-owned businesses reinvesting in the hood. Cause revolution ain't just anger in the street, it's economic independence making oppression retreat. Fat cats, bigger fish, yeah, the pyramid crack. Once the bottom realize they got the real power back. Fat cats feeding off the weak. Bigger fish, take a swallow in the street. Fat cats counting every dollar. Bigger fish while the poor man suffer. Fat cats, bigger fish, take a swallow in the street. Fat cats counting every dollar. Bigger fish while the poor man suffer. Bigger fish, bigger fish, bigger fish, bigger fish, bigger fish, bigger fish.
Yeah. They drug the masses with illusion, intelligence, hypnosis, chemical distraction. This right here, the antidote. Releasing hypnotical gases.
Releasing hypnotical gases. Releasing hypnotical gases. Releasing hypnotical gas. Releasing hypnotical gas. Releasing hypnotical. Releasing hypnotical gases.
Yeah, releasing hypnotical gases through crack apartment vents, poisoning perception till the people lose intent. Media waves got the population sleepwalking. Programmed thoughts repeated every time a screen talking. Appetizer turning security into economy, selling false identity disguised as autonomy. The school system training workers, not visionaries, leaving young minds trapped inside invisible cemeteries. Religion twisted into fear instead of liberation. Politicians weaponizing poverty and desperation. Meanwhile, the role architects remain hidden in luxury, watching confusion spread beautifully and comfortably. So I spit antidotes wrapped in rhythm and drums, trying to wake the zombies before the ending comes.
Releasing hypnotical gases. Releasing hypnotical gases. Break the trance. Releasing hypnotical gases. Releasing hypnotical gases. Releasing hypnotical gases. Clear the smoke. Releasing hypnotical gases. Now the sleepers
Yo, radio tell you what to buy, who to hate, how to live. Social engineering package slick for the kids. Every headline crafted to manufacture fear. Keep the public emotional so the truth disappear. They got attention span shattered by digital addiction. Truth buried underneath algorithmic fiction. Chemical food dulling intuition and awareness, while pharmaceuticals profit from emotion and despairs. I release bars like Molotov thoughts in the system, exploding mental cages built to keep us victims. Because the real revolution start inside perception. inception. When people finally question every taught direction, hypnotical gases floating heavy through society, but consciousness still the strongest form of sobriety. Wake up. The fog lifted. So breathe deeper, don't inhale the manipulation. Guard your mind from institutional contamination. Read books, build community, sharpen your reflection. That's the antidote against manufactured deception. We releasing truth through every baseline and phrase, trying to guide the lost out the psychological maze. Hypnotical gases once controlled the weak-minded. Now the people seeing clearly and refusing blindness. The veil cracked open, the illusion exposed, and the system getting nervous cause the sleepers arose.
Releasing hypnotical gases. Break the trance. Releasing hypnotical gases. Releasing hypnotical gases. Break the trance. Releasing hypnotical gases.
Yeah. How many fake MCs gotta fall before the culture breathe again? Boot camp forever. Word up. How many MCs gotta copy before they understand? You can mimic the style but never duplicate the man. Everybody tough now, everybody from the street, but half these rappers never live what they put on beats. Industry manufacturing gangsters in designer clothes, while the realest cats anonymous surviving broken homes. I came from cyphers where weak bars meant embarrassment, not social media campaigns and fake comparisons. Back when your reputation depended on your pen game, not followers, algorithms, or controversy for fame. We battle for respect, not streaming placements and trends. Now every clone sound identical, pretending they men. How many MCs gotta water down the art form before the underground rise up and restore the pure form?
Yo, how many MCs must get exposed? How many MCs wearing fake clothes? How many MCs scared of real bars? Ain't built for war.
The game flooded heavy with microwave personalities, temporary legends built on fabricated realities. Everybody chasing image, nobody building substance. That's why the culture starving for authentic public discussion. I still study rhyme structure like other checkered plans, blueprinting every sentence with the pressure of the land. Boom bap, raise me where originality mattered. We're biting another style, got your whole image shattered. Now executives reward whatever easiest to market, turn artists into products and consumers into targets. But underground soldiers still sharpening the sword, keeping the essence alive while the mainstream bored. How many MCs really built for this craft? Cause real hip-hop history ain't built to last off gimmicks and laughs.
How many real ones left? Real ones left. 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 Real ones left.
So this for the backpackers, the DJs and the purists, the graffiti wall prophets and the underground lyricists. The culture survived because the real stayed stubborn, still digging through crates while the fakes stay frontin'. No gimmicks over here, just truth through the speaker. Bars hitting hard enough to humble every weak one. How many MCs must fall before the game get restored? Till then, we keep the boom bap sharp like a sword. Bucktown mentality forever embedded in veins. Real hip hop breathe long as the people maintain.
How many MCs must get exposed? How many MCs wearing fake clothes? How many MCs scared of real bars? Ain't built for war.
Real ones left. Real ones left. Real ones left. Real ones left. Yeah.
It feel like revelations on the corner. These the last days. Yeah. Yo, last days. days, skies look sick over city blocks. Helicopters circle rooftops while the dealers watch. Babies raised around caution tape and murder scenes. American nightmares disguised as broken dreams. Crack vials glitter where the playground used to breathe. Young kings learn survival before they learn to read. Every hallway smell like stress and stale smoke, while politicians get speeches full of empty hope. The Reaper got a schedule in these cold apartments. Eviction notices posted like modern commandments. Mama's praying to a God that barely answered back, while another body disappeared beneath the train tracks. The system built amazed and blamed us, getting lost. Turned pain into currency and death into a cause. These ain't just hard times, this apocalypse living, where innocents die young and the graveyards keep filling.
Last days, last days,
The world burning slow,
last days, last days,
nowhere safe to go.
last days, last days,
Everybody losing faith.
last days, last days.
Death standing at the gate. Last days, even preachers got fear in their eyes. Church mothers singing louder, trying to drown the cries. The block hot, cops itching just to let it spray. Another mother on the news screaming, not today. Little homies tote burners like survival kits, cause adolescence in the hood don't really exist. Everybody paranoid, windows crack with blinds shut. Dreams get murdered quicker than the dice game bust. The rich build walls while the poor dig graves. Modern day slavery with digital chains. Television numb minds while the streets collapse. Record labels glorify the bodies in the trap. And every funeral feel like deja vu replayed. Candles in the rain for another soul fade away. Fade away, fade away. These the last days. Can you feel it coming?
Last days, can you feel it coming? Last days, last days, can you feel it coming?
Last days.
Last days, can you feel it coming?
Last days.
Last days, can you feel it coming?
But even in the darkness, the people still fight. Still writing revolution on the walls at night. Still raising black queens and strong young kings. Still finding small hope in the middle of suffering. Cause the last days ain't just death and despair. It's the moment people finally become aware. When the smoke clear, truth gon' remain. And the ones who survive gon' rebuild from the pain. So if this the apocalypse, let the record show this. We stood 10 toes down when the whole world folded. Last days. Yeah, the pressure intense, but the real survive forever, that's the evidence.
Last days, last days,
Yeah, the pressure intense,
last days, last days,
but the real survive forever, that's the evidence.
last days, last days. Can you feel it coming?
Last days.
Last days.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Too many people sleepwalking through the nightmare. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Open your eyes. Yeah. Wake up, they weaponize distraction against the poor. Turn the television into psychological war. Commercials selling fake dreams every 5 minutes. Programming self-hate so the children grow within it. Wake up, the schools teach obedience, not truth. Train workers, not leaders. Starting from the youth, history written with the blood, edited out. So the people never understand what the struggle about. Wake up, the prisons overfilled for a reason. Modern slave ships operating every season. Politicians shake hands while the neighborhoods decay. Then campaign for our votes every election day. The system don't fear guns as much as awakened minds. That's why they keep the masses entertained and blind. But every generation got a moment they erupt, and I can feel the pressure building up. Wake up, open your eyes. Wake up, wake up. Recognize the disguise. Wake up. Open your eyes. Wake up. Recognize the disguise. Wake up. Wake up, they poison every corner of the block. Liquor stores, fast food, crooked cops on the watch. Young kings medicated before they understand pain, while corporations monetize trauma for gain. Wake up, social media turned attention to gold. Everybody chasing validation instead of the soul. Algorithms feeding anger, division and fear, keeping people
people disconnected year after year. Wake up, the real revolution start inside, not online, screaming with nowhere to ride. Build community, teach the babies, plant seeds. That's how oppressed people finally break free. Cause they fear black unity more than violence itself. Fear educated poor people building their wealth. And once the people see the game from above, the whole machine collapse from the lack of our love. Wake up. Can you hear the alarm? Can you hear the alarm? So this for the ones tired of surviving in chains, tired of seeing the same cycles replayed again. Wake up and reclaim the power in your chest. Question everything and never blindly accept. Cause freedom ain't given, it's learned and defended. And every false empire eventually ended. The sunrise coming after centuries of rain. And the people waking up can never be contained. So when the future asks, who stood up in the fight? Tell them we woke the sleeping giants in the night. Wake up, yeah. The message crystal clear. The people finally here. Open your eyes. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Open your eyes to the skies. Wake up, wake up. Open your eyes. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Recognize the skies. Wake up, wake up. Yeah. Soul on ice. Soul on ice. Soul on ice. Cold world. Cold on ice. Coldest system. But the fire never dies. Soul on ice, numb from surviving these conditions. Babies born stressed inside hostile living systems. Concrete jungles turn hearts into stone quick. Pain became language on every broken street strip. We inherited trauma stitched deep in the bloodstream. Nightmares passed down disguised to survival dreams. From slave ships to cell blocks, same structure evolved. Different centuries, same devil still involved. Soul on ice, trying not to crack under pressure. Young kings lose themselves chasing artificial measures. Liquor dull the pain while the music numb thought. And capitalism monetize everything we fought. But somewhere underneath the frost still glow embers. Ancestors whisper truths, the spirit still remembers. You can freeze the body, even chain the hands tight, but the soul still search for light through the darkest night. Frozen by the pain, trying to break the chain, but the fire still live. Got to what you get. Frozen by the pain, trying to break the chain, but the fire still live. Got to what you get. Soul on ice, watching mothers cry in silence. Another black obituary printed under violence. The hood taught survival, but survival came costly. Made us emotionally guarded and spiritually lost, G. The mirror full of questions we afraid to confront. Cause healing mean reopening wounds we used to run from. And every generation carries scars from before. Trying to find peace while preparing for war. But the thought begin the second people organize. The second we reject the lies they normalize. Knowledge of self melt chains inside the mental. Turn oppressed minds revolutionary and essential. Soul on ice become rivers once the truth flow free. And rivers carve mountains eventually. So I spit these verses like matches in the cold. Trying to resurrect spirits they told us was soul. Soul on ice. Soul on ice. Frozen by the pain. Trying to break the chain. The fire still live. Frozen by the pain. Trying to break the chains. The fire still live. Feel the thought coming. So this for the frozen heart, still fighting to heal, still learning how to trust, still searching for what's real. You are not the pain or the trauma you survive. You the proof that even broken spirits stay alive. And when the ice crack open, watch the flood arrive. Generations waking up with revolutionary eyes. No more emotionally buried beneath survival mode. No more carrying shame that was never ours to hold. Soul on ice, now the fire spread wide. The people reborn with the truth inside. And if the world's still cold, let the record state this. We turn frozen pain into eternal greatness. Soul on ice, frozen by the pain, trying to break the chains, but the fire still live. frozen by the pain, trying to break the chains, but the fire still lives. Got too much to give. Hold on, ice. Hold on, ice. Hold on, ice. Hold on, ice.
Yeah. Holy intellect. The mind is safe. Protect it like your life depend on it. 'Cause it do. Holy intellect, jewels hidden inside the mental. God, body, mathematics, carved in instrumentals. They taught us memorization, but never true wisdom. How to obey power, but never how to question systems. Classrooms full of lies, wrapped in patriotic speeches, while the truth survived quietly through grandmothers and teachers. Holy intellect is seeing through illusion clear, recognizing fear politics every election year. The greatest weapon ever sat inside a holster. It lived inside the minds of the organized soldiers. That's why they poison books, rewrite history pages. Fear educated youth more than uncontrollable rages. Holy intellect made profits from the poor, turn prison cells into revolutionary war rooms before. 'Cause once the mind unlocked, chains lose control, and the spirit reconnect with its original soul. Holy intellect, power of the mind. Intellect, leave the blind behind. Holy intellect, power of the mind. Intellect, leave the blind behind. Holy intellect, power of the mind. Intellect, leave the blind behind. Holy intellect, power of the mind. Leave the blind Holy behind. Intellect, every elder carries scripture. Not always in books, but survival in the picture. A black mother's holding families through the storm, teaching dignity while the world rewarded conformity. The hood became a university for the unheard. Every scar another lecture, every loss another word. And wisdom ain't loud, sometimes wisdom observed, watching patterns in silence before action emerge. Holy intellect is discipline under pressure, choosing growth over temporary pleasure. Reading Malcolm while the block scream chaos, building in a peace while surrounded by mayhem. The system, fear unity built through education. Fear self-awareness spreading through the population. 'Cause knowledge make the powerless impossible to change. Once the people think free, nothing stay the same. Holy intellect, power of the mind. Intellect, leave the blind behind. Holy intellect, power of the mind. Intellect, leave the blind behind. Holy intellect, power of the mind. Intellect, leave the blind behind. Holy intellect, power of the mind. Power of the mind. Holy intellect, 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 intellect. Feel one. Feel one. Holy intellect, 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 intellect. Feel one. So this for the seekers, digging deeper than surface, still searching for truth and a higher purpose. For the young black child, told their dreams unrealistic. For every street disciple turning intellectual and gifted. Holy intellect, transform pain into direction, turn confusion and trauma into resurrection. And every book open become another broken chain. Every lesson learned become another form of strength gain. So guard your thoughts in this psychological war, 'cause the mind determines what the future headed toward. Holy intellect, yeah, the revolution begin the second the people realize the power within. Holy intellect, power of the mind. Intellect, leave the blind behind. Holy intellect, power of the mind. Intellect, leave the blind behind. Holy intellect, holy, 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 holy intellect. Leave the blind behind. Holy intellect. Holy intellect, 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 intellect. Yeah. After all the struggle, after all the losses, we still here. Proceed, proceed, proceed through through the smoke with the scars still visible. Survival made warriors out the invisible. From project staircases to revolutionary stages, we carry broken dreams through systematic cages. Proceed when the pressure make your knees feel weak, cause freedom ain't promised to the passive or meek. Every fallen soldier left lessons in their path. Every mother's tears became fuel for the wrath. Proceed with the knowledge that the truth still matter, even when the world reward ignorance and chatter. The block raised prophets disguised as troubled youth. Young kings trying to find themselves inside the truth. We came from redlining, police raids, and hunger. Now the children of the struggle standing stronger. The pain never vanished, we just learned to transform it. Turn trauma into wisdom and finally perform it. Proceed
through the fire and rain.
Proceed.
Never bow to the pain.
Proceed.
Let the people sing.
Proceed.
We survived everything.
Yo. Proceed with compassion in a world gone numb, where too many souls still emotionally undone. Proceed building gardens where the system planted grief, giving hopeless generations something to believe. The elders passed the torch through stories and rhythm. Now it's our responsibility not to lose the wisdom, cause every generation either build or destroy, either poison the babies or uplift the boys. Proceed with integrity even when it costs, cause real wealth ain't measured by the things you bought. The culture survived because the people kept creating, even while oppressive systems kept mutating. And if the road get dark, remember who you are. Descendants of survivors carrying their ancestral scars. We not just victims of the nightmare we inherited. We the proof oppressed people can still become limitless. Keep moving forward, forward. Keep moving forward. Slum kicking on me. Keep moving forward, no. Keep moving forward. Yo. So this the final chapter, but the mission continue. Every lesson in these records meant to live within you. From police states to healing minds and broken spirits, we documented pain so future generations hear it. This for every soul that survived the impossible. Every child from the hood told success was unreachable. Proceeding to tomorrow with your head held high, even when the world's still hostile outside. Cause the revolution ain't a moment, it's a process built through truth, sacrifice, pain, and progress. And when history asks who stood through the storm, tell them we carried the culture in original form. Proceed. Yeah, the people still strong, and the struggle turns survival into song. In the song. Proceed.
Through the fire and rain.
Proceed.
Never bow to the pain.
Proceed.
Let the people sing.
Proceed.
We survived everything.